Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Wilson Gao. This is Mr. GWS Gadgets for Searching, and I found a very interesting article on GSM Arena. According to Canis, global smartphone shipments, in 2019 to incline 3.1%. And of course, it also talks about the U.S.-China relations with their with the Huawei phones, and of course their equipments, and of course their trade war whatsoever. You can see around 3.4% increase, even though in next year 2020 it might bounce back, but right now it's still a drop in 2019. And of course, in my opinion, right, I think global smartphones, nowadays, it doesn't have much as the in the past anymore, since a lot of smartphones is full screen, or maybe there's a pop-up camera or a flip camera. I think there's no. Okay, let's see if if you have a phone right now, do you have a brand in that, in the front? A lot of branding is on the back now, it's not on the front anymore. I think LG, with their LG G6, that one is their last phone with their branding on the front, but after that they put it on the back now with their V30 and so on. A lot of things, like just like the I think the S8 onwards, it's all full screen and doesn't have a branding on the back anymore. I think a lot of brands as well, like Huawei with their, I think the Mate, yeah, I think the, how should I say, yeah, the P20 onwards. I think the Mate 10 still has it, Mate 10 Pro. The Mate 10 doesn't have anymore, it's only on the back. So I think the phone right now is doesn't have much interesting to begin with, and of course it also have to check a lot of factors as well, like the specs. Yeah, like the G6 and G7, maybe the specs doesn't have much. With the Snapdragon 820, 821 doesn't have much of improvements. If jump up to 835, maybe not so much. But if the 820 to 845, yeah, there's a slightly, there's a improvement between them. But 845 and 855 doesn't have much. So I think not many people want to buy new phones every year, right? Let alone every month. And of course, another reason might be the price. I think the price right now is getting more and more expensive, maybe because the inflation on the smartphones as well. Of course, the factories, they move around as well, like China, or move outside China. And of course, if they are make their own home country, it will be more expensive. Of course, those China companies, when they sell out to outside China, it will be more cheaper than other than the brands outside China, like Sony, Samsung, Apple, LG. And of course, those China brands like the Huawei, Xiaomi, Oppo, Vivo. I think OnePlus also included, right? Since OnePlus is some sort of it's still a China brand. It's still under BBK Electronics. The same brand that brings Oppo and Vivo. Yes, they belong to the same company. And how should I say? And of course, the brand, the price. I think the brands from China also starting to get more and more expensive, like the Oppo Reno, the non 10 times version. It costs like $800 with a Snapdragon 710. the Yes, I know 710 may not be a worst chipset uh, by any means, but the flagship specs will be cost like over $1,000, which I think not many people could want to afford that. I know, let alone maybe a few years later down the road, it's still usable smartphone. I think right now the market can be a lot, I would say it's not a lot worse, but at the same time it's not a lot better. So what do you think about the global smartphone, their shipments, their products, their everything about smartphones? Yeah. And what do you think about that? Drop your comments below. If you like this video, follow my socials, and thanks for watching.